It's been a while since we talked about former daytime talk show host Wendy Williams. Well, we have an update on whether or not she will be able to see her father for his 94th birthday. Not only that, Wendy Williams is still fighting for her freedom from her guardianship and one step closer by firing her court-appointed attorney.
Here we go now.
Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your #1 source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So it's been a little bit since we've talked about Wendy Williams and what's going on when it comes to her guardianship, when it comes to just if she's going to be let out of this, quote, luxury prison. As you know, Wendy Williams has recently done quite a few different interviews with The Breakfast Club, Don Lemon, and even TMZ. Wendy has expressed in those interviews that she desperately would like to see her father for his 94th birthday, which is happening this month. Well, a judge has approved that she will be able to see her father. And I know what you're thinking. The fact that she has to even go through this is ridiculous. We know. But let's take one small win at a time. So according to the New York Post, they said that Wendy Williams is headed to the Magic City for a special occasion. The former talk show host, 60, is currently under a court-ordered guardianship confined to a New York assisted living facility that she described as a prison. But the brazen small screen star will be able to fly to Miami for 48 hours to attend her father, Thomas's 94th birthday. On Friday, sources told TMZ a judge authorized private security to accompany Williams from the Big Apple to celebrate with her dad and family. Meanwhile, the judge is also prohibiting Williams from having further contact with the media, per the outlet. The decision comes just weeks after Williams and her niece Alex Finney called The Breakfast Club and shut down claims that she is cognitively impaired. Williams also claimed that she had just $15 in her possession and that her beloved cats had been taken away from her. During the interview, Williams became emotional talking about her father's upcoming 94th birthday, admitting she wasn't sure if she would be allowed to fly to Miami to celebrate with him.
In February, and he's up there in age, and I know you want to go to Miami to see him and celebrate his birthday because you don't know how many more there are going to be.
Right, exactly.
That must be important for you.
It's extremely important. It's extremely important to see my dad for his birthday, and that is a family thing. It's not just a me thing, I would wish that along with celebrating my dad's 94th birthday, that we as a family, we come together in peace and harmony. That's what I wish for my dad.
She got really, really emotional and started to cry talking about it. The radio alum made it clear that she wanted freedom from the controversial guardianship. Williams, who was diagnosed with aphasia and frontotemporal dementia back in May of 2023, compared her current living situation to that of a prison. A few days prior, Williams' loved ones launched a GoFundMe to raise $50,000 to help free her from her guardianship. We gave you an update on that GoFundMe, but this is the latest. They've raised nearly $44,750. They're still a few thousand short of their $50,000 goal. The last update that they provided was that we will be officially retaining the law firm of Schwartz, Sklackus, Reich, Greenberg, and Atlas LLP to represent Alex Finney, Wendy Williams' niece, to petition the court to address all issues pertaining to Wendy Williams' guardianship. Lead attorneys are Jason Atlas and Brett Newsombaum. A $20,000 retainer will be submitted from the GoFundMe. According to the GoFundMe, it said, for far too long, Wendy has faced the challenges of being unjustly placed under guardianship and labeled as incapacitated, despite her strong will and determination to live her life independently. Her current situation is not only unfair, but also deeply isolating, which can never be good when you are struggling with physical or mental health. The guardianship assigned to her has severed her connections with friends and family, leaving her without the support network she so desperately needs. This isolation in New York has made it increasingly difficult for her to maintain her strength and resilience. Williams has also reportedly fired her court-appointed attorney, Lindy Redlinsky, on Wednesday. So let's get into that, because I saw that story the other day, and like I said before, I haven't given you guys an update, so I just wanted to kind of get you up to date on what's been happening this week when it comes to Wendy Williams. According to TMZ, they said Wendy Williams wants out of her guardianship. You saw that in the interviews that she's done. The courts have now said that she's not permitted to do these interviews, but I'm glad that they did, because this has put a spotlight on this guardianship and to let them know that we are watching and Wendy should be around her family. It's one thing to have a guardianship in place and not a family representative within that guardianship. It's another thing to also keep Wendy isolated from her family, which attorneys will tell you is illegal. They say a source with direct knowledge of Wendy's case tells TMZ Wendy fired Linda Redlinsky, who has been Wendy's court-appointed personal attorney. The source says that Wendy had asked Redlinsky to file paperwork to get the ball rolling for a trial to decide whether the guardianship is truly necessary. We're told that Wendy's pissed that never happened, so she pulled the trigger on Wednesday, canning Redlinsky. As TMZ reported, Wendy is currently in a New York City assisted living facility, which she describes as a luxury prison. She also is not able to receive incoming calls and has no access to electronic devices, aside from her non-smartphone. Wow. Harvey Levin and Charlamagne the God have spent considerable time speaking with Wendy in recent weeks and have said that she sounds as normal, lucid, articulate, and opinionated as she did when she was on her daytime talk show. Wendy said that she wants to be able to go to Florida to celebrate her father's upcoming 94th birthday, which we just reported to you has been approved by the courts, so she can go see her father for 48 hours. We're going to continue to follow this because I think it's important that, very much like your loved ones, if you're not going to visit your loved ones in the nursing home or assisted living facility, you have to keep up on these folks, because they will treat your loved ones like some stranger on the street because they have no emotional connection. And shout out to the people that do work in the nursing homes and in the healthcare facilities that really treat the individuals with respect and love and as if they were your own. Shout out to you guys, because you should be highlighted. You should be celebrated. But we also understand if family members aren't being present or active, a lot of times they're not being treated with the respect that they deserve. Here we are with Wendy Williams, and she's in a situation where her family doesn't have open access to her, which to me, I don't understand the justification for that. But we should also understand there are a lot of things that are under seal that we don't have in regards to Wendy's case, which we shouldn't have. It's her personal health record. However, Wendy, in her own words, in multiple interviews that week, says that she wants out of this guardianship. We're going to continue to follow this story as this GoFundMe is still raising the amount of money that they need to fight this case. I'm hopeful because we have also seen a huge spotlight on it, but there's a larger conversation that needs to be happening when it comes to conservatorships and guardianships in the United States. Guys, let's continue this conversation in the comment section. I want to know your thoughts on the update that Wendy Williams will have an opportunity to see her father for his 94th birthday this month, and that she fired her court-appointed attorney for not filing to end this guardianship. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
Here we go now.